record, we will get started. Okay, so a few announcements. So Megan Q added a new coach, Rhiannon added a new coach, Nikki's coach, Jenna Mooney added a new coach. So that is great. It's always great to see other people's teams grow because that ultimately helps your volume. What then? You want the color? You can open it. Okay. Rhiannon has hit Success Club. Megan Q is at 4, and then Jenna is now at 2 with her new coach. Next week, just so you guys know, Rhiannon will be our guest speaker. Yeah, but that's okay, Rhiannon. Like, she's a new coach. And you guys, just a reminder, this is why it's really, really important to like check in with your old clients. If you have a client that hasn't gotten a challenge pack in 6 months, if they get another challenge pack, or let's say they sign up as a coach or whatever that may be, you still get Success Club points from them. So Beachbody has changed that. It used to be 2 lifetime, but now it's you get it again after 6 months. So it's really important, especially for some of you that are pushing for Success Club, go back and talk to some of your old clients, especially you guys that are doing 80-day obsession, and go check in with them and say, hey, I am starting week 3 of 80-day obsession, and here's why I'm liking it. Are you looking for something for the new year? Do you want to get started with me? And who knows, that may be an 80-day completion challenge pack for you. So Rhiannon will be talking to us next week, and I will not be on. I had a meeting that got scheduled for me, Rhiannon, so let me know whether you want me to set up the Zoom or whether you want to set up the Zoom. So just think about that and touch base with me this week. Okay, so a few things coming up. I do have a new 4-week group starting next Monday. If you are wanting the accountability of a group with me, or if you only have a few clients and you want to invite them into a group, or just whatever, you're looking for something new. And I think that's it. I actually need to take some time. Hi, Megan. Nice to see you. I need to take some time this week and plan out my February a little bit better. So that's currently what is happening. So a few opportunities. So I want to talk to you guys about the opportunities available in this business, because not everybody knows. And there are big reasons why I want you guys to dream big, because there are some amazing opportunities that can happen for you. So the first opportunity I want to talk to you guys about is the New Leaders Conference. And I am actually going to that in 2 weeks in LA. The requirements for it used to be that you had to be 2-star, but they changed that to 1-star for this past year. I don't know if it will continue to stay 1-star, but I mean, let's shoot for 2-star anyway, and I'll talk about some of the opportunities with that. But the New Leader Conference. So here is what is happening with this. I got this entire conference paid for. The only thing I have to pay for was my plane ticket to get to Los Angeles. I earned a free hotel room just based on my elite points. And so I have my lodging paid for. They are paying for 4 meals, I think. And then I get to see Melanie Mitro while I'm there. She is speaking at the conference. 2 other people are speaking at the conference that I now forgot who it is. I want to say Bonnie Engel is one. I'm positive she's one. And then there's one other person I can't remember. But I get to do a workout with Autumn Calabrese. And then I get to be at this conference, and Carl will be there. The entire administration team will be there, or I should say leadership team will be there. So like Jeff Hill is there, Michael Neiman is there, Carl is there, John Congdon is usually there. So I get to be with all of them. And I really just kind of get like this individualized training for coaches that are trying to move up in this business. So they're prepping those of us that are upcoming and are working this business and have built at least a minimum of a team in this business. So, but it's a great opportunity. I mean, anytime that you get some one-on-one, not one-on-one, but you guys know what I mean, like some smaller attention with somebody, like that's awesome. So awesome. And I feel like stoked that I'm going to get to do an 80-day obsession live with Autumn instead of just streaming it off the TV that day, because it'll be a Saturday a Saturday workout. So I'm excited for that. So that is something that you guys can earn for next year. It always happens in February. So you can earn that for next year because you have to earn it this year. The second thing that I want to talk to you about is star diamond opportunities, because, oh my gosh, Keaton, get Cora. My dog just peed on the floor. Like, this can only happen during our team call. Outside, yeah, and then she just peed on the tile, so at least it's not carpet, buddy. Anyhow, star diamonds. So there are several ranks in Beachbody. You know, you start out as a coach, the next one is emerald, next one is ruby, the next one is diamond, and then from there you add star diamonds all the way up to 15. But there are some big things that happen at 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, and 15-star, which is the highest that you can go. So at 2-star, you get to open a second business center, which I know you might be like, okay, like what does that matter? Well, your second business center is essentially like getting to add your own coach account. So your second business center can count as a diamond for your main business center. It's like your volume is rolling up. Like the benefit of having your spouse is that you get to, yeah, take that paintbrush from Graham because he just put it in the dog pee. So we don't want him to paint with pee. Keaton, why would we throw a paintbrush that has dog pee onto the bench? Do you guys see what I have to work with here? All right. Public school at its finest. Anyway, so at 2-star, you also earn a star diamond bonus, which I'll have to post. I know Meg had just posted what they were last year, but you earn a bonus at 2-star. So it's like having an extra, you know, like chunk of cash just handed to you. Plus you're opening another business center. 5-star is another bonus, plus you get the 2-star bonus. 10-star is another bonus, plus the 5-star bonus, plus the 2-star bonus. 15-star is another bonus, plus the 10-star bonus, plus the 5-star bonus, plus the 2-star bonus. And I do know that the 15-star bonus this last quarter, quarter 4, was over $30,000 for that bonus. And I think only 14 of them got to take advantage of it. So it's however many of that particular rank. Okay. It's however many of that particular rank are getting paid out. It's not your lifetime rank. So you have to be holding that rank. And then that's divided up. So 14 people got an extra $30,000. Plus they got the 10-star bonus, which I think was around 14,000, if I remember correctly. Plus like the 5-star was 8,000 or 4,000 or something. I mean, it was thousands. So think about all those that you're adding up. You could literally be earning what you're making right now in your salary, if not more, just in bonuses alone. Just in bonuses. That's not even counting your weekly commission, which, you know, if you are a 15-star diamond, let's just say, you're also making a hefty team volume, bank, and commission and things like that because you're working your business. So this is why you need to dream big. This is like retire your spouse big. This is like quit your own job big. This is completely work from home big. So that's why you want to advance your business. Or, you know, if your goal is not to quit your job, it's to decide what you want to do with your job and to have the freedom to maybe retire your spouse and, you know, have one person at home or whatever that may be. So that's the benefit of being a star diamond. The other opportunity is Summit. There is a lot of opportunities at Summit. So you get to walk the stage as a new 1-star and up. So Rhiannon and I got to walk the stage last year. You get to walk the stage for a variety of things. They usually change it every year for what you get to walk the stage for. Sometimes they also have like special seating for depending on what you have earned and gotten. So you get to sit down stage level or up in the stands. You get to be recognized for those big rank advancements like 5-star, 10-star, 15-star. You're like being called out on stage, which is always fun. You get recognized for being an all-star legend, an all-star why am I forgetting what 12 months in a row is? So there's a 12 months and a 24 months. Oh, why I have this? Wait, let me just look at my medals. I have a Success Club All-Star is 12 months, and then a Success Club Legend is 24 months. I don't know how I totally worked that out. And by the way, once you're an All-Star Legend, which is what I am, so I had 24 months in Success Club 5. I don't still hold that. I did get that streak broken, but I still get invited to an exclusive core shopping experience because I'm a lifetime All-Star Legend. I also sometimes get to register for things early because I'm an All-Star Legend, so it's cool stuff that you get. Summit also gives you like the opportunity to work out with the trainers live. You're getting to see some of your very favorite coaches train to you. And I cannot express to you the power of being there and hearing, like Carl had an amazing speech last year at Summit that they didn't broadcast. I'm sure somebody recorded it. I'm sure you could find it. But the power of him being there and speaking to you was amazing. Darren Hardy was amazing. Brendan Bouchard was amazing. And you're there and you're hearing it and you're soaking it in and you're getting to like brainstorm with these other coaches that are around you. So I cannot express the importance of going to Summit. And I will tell you too, one of my most favorite parts is the Beachbody $100,000 winners are awarded there. And like you get to watch their story. Like, you get to watch where they started from. Like even now I'm getting chills from it because it's so powerful. And you get to see these people and you get to see where they started. Like I remember the woman that was in the finalist for like the 25 to 34-year-old category or whatever that range is. She's literally filming herself. Her husband was deployed and he left her. And like she's filming this as part of her story. And that was like her like day 3 or something, and she's filming how she's not going to give up on herself, and she's like crying, and you get to continue to see her story with this little baby that she has that she's essentially getting healthy for, and it's just amazing. And you get to see this transformation and how she became a coach and you know what that process was, and you get to see these men and women that are over 60 and have decided that enough is enough and have lost like a whole other person. So it's just an amazing experience to see what these people come from and that they have a coach that was there having their back, you know, that whole time. And it reminds you of why we do this, because that could be your success story up there. You know, maybe not your personal success story, but that could be someone that you have supported for the last year up there, telling their story and how you supported them and how Beachbody changed their life. So that's what we're really there for. And it's amazingly powerful. And Summit really is one of my most favorite events to go to. So another opportunity that you have is the Success Club trip. And you are earning the Success Club trip for next year. Interesting fact, I don't know, Rhiannon, if this happened to you, because I don't know if you registered for the Success Club trip this year, but usually the Success Club trip sells out without a doubt. Well, I just got an email last week offering me another invitation to register for the Success Club trip this April. So you never really know. And if I was debt-free, because the reason I have to keep saying no to Success Club trips is because I'm not debt-free yet, and I'd rather spend my business money on getting to Summit and things like that versus the Success Club trip at this point. But like I could have still gone to the Success Club trip this April and it would still be paid for me, but it's the plane ticket that I won't buy because it's a lot for me to Mexico right now. But so that still works out for April. Yeah, that's exactly it. So, and then I already got my Success Club trip to register for next year for the all aboard for the cruise. So, and you're earning money. If you hit Success Club every single month, your trip is paid for. Like your room is paid for. You just have to pay for your airline ticket to get there. And January is a month that you earn double dollars in. And if you're sitting here going, that's really nice, but it's January 29th and I'm just not going to earn Success Club. You guys, it takes 3 people. And it can take you starting to hustle tonight and inviting those old customers like I talked about, or just putting up a great post, or just reaching out and working your butt off over the next 2 days. And you could hit Success Club by the 31st. Like over 48 hours. Like you could totally do it. So, and I will tell you, I have never been on a Success Club trip. Nikki has been, and Ariel has been, and Nikki talked to us one night about Success Club trips, and she has said, like, it's completely different than anything else. It's different than Summit, like which it makes sense because you're like there to relax and to enjoy, and you still get a live workout, you still get to see all these people, you still get to see leadership team, like it's still a fun time. So, and it's a vacation. It's a vacation that you don't have to pay for besides your airline ticket. So go for it. The other opportunity that happens in, I think it's October, I'm pretty sure it's October, is leadership. So leadership is for 5 stars and above. And again, you are poopy. That's so sweet. Hey, Keenan, I need you to change Graham. I'm so glad I'm recording this. This is like the best call to be recorded. Yep, go see Keenan and Graham. Anyway, so again, it's like this private atmosphere that you are getting to learn from, and you're networking, and you get workouts again, and they have like parties kind of at night. Like it's just a fun time. It happens in Vegas, and you're just kind of pampered to be there. So why not take advantage of it? Like these are free trainings that your company is offering you for building your business. Okay, and then so the next 3 things that I want to talk about are things you really have to earn, but I want to tell you about the advantages of them. So the first thing is Premier, and you are earning Premier right now to be 2019 Premier Coach. There's some requirements for Premier. So you have to be at least a 2-star diamond. You have to end the year, the last 6 weeks, you have to have held 2-star diamond for one of those weeks. I think you have to be a paid, but you also are earning points. You're earning Premier and Elite points throughout the year. You're earning these points through your personally sponsored coaches from this year and the previous year. So these would be your 2017, 2018 new coaches earning Success Club. You earn points through your customers getting, every time they get over 500 in volume, you get a point for that. And so what that really means is that you're either keeping the customer on Shakeology long term, or they're getting Beachbody on demand and they're getting other things. Maybe they get the performance line throughout the year, they get Shakeology, whatever that may be. You earn points from getting more total team volume from the previous year. And let me see. There's one other factor with Premier. There's 2 other factors. You can always look at your Premier and Elite report. It's updated on the last Friday of every month, I think. But what happens with Premier? Well, first of all, I am going to be asking somebody in March who has been Premier. I'm going to ask her to talk to our team about some of the benefits that she's earned and how she got to Premier. But Beachbody sends you free gifts at the end of the year for being a Premier coach. You get special seating at Summit for being a Premier coach. You get to usually register for things early when you're a Premier coach. You get recognized, but like your business is growing, so you also are earning more income for being a Premier coach. So those are just some of the things that you earn from being Premier. And you just have to be at least a 2-star. So sometimes you're higher than that, but you haven't earned enough Premier. You haven't earned enough points to be Elite. You've earned enough to be Premier. So that's one opportunity. The second opportunity is to be Elite. And that is my goal this year, is to be Elite. That means that you are at least a 5-star diamond. And then you have accumulated so many points in those other categories that I've talked about. So what's the major thing with being Elite? Well, again, you're recognized as being Elite. I think there was 113 or 131, I can't remember what the exact number was, Elite coaches this year. The year before, there was over 200. So as you can tell, things kind of changed in 2017. But Elite also comes with even more advantages. So a lot of times the coaches that are in test groups are premier and elite coaches. So if you want to be in a test group and try out a program before it's come out, like before it's released to us, those are some of the things that you want to strive for. You get your own corporate mentor once you hit 2-star, actually 2. And at 5-star, you have like a weekly meeting with your corporate mentor. There's also, in case you guys didn't know this, there is a private coach relations line for 5-star and above. So if you've ever had any kind of issue with coach relations, like you're on the VIP list when you're 5-star and above, and you have this own private line that is handled by more than just the regular coach relations customer service people. So that's pretty cool. You are added into a secret Facebook group called The Wall, and that's all 5-star and above. And they do a lot of things in there. Corporates in there. They ask a lot of questions in there. You have to be at least an elite coach to be on the coach advisory board. Maybe you didn't even know there was such a thing, but there is. And you're on that for 2 years. And you get a lot of things with that. Like you are flown to a corporate retreat 2 or 3 times a year. You are really deciding like how the company, what steps the company is moving forward with. So things like getting 2 Success Club points from customers that haven't bought anything for 6 months, that came from the coach advisory board. So it's things like that to help your business, and you know, what direction does the business need to take, and what things does corporate need to put into place to help with that. Some other big things with being elite. So next year when I am a 2019 elite coach, every time I hit Success Club, I earn a $500 bonus right off the bat. So think about that. That's an extra $6,000 in the year that you're earning just for hitting Success Club, which you should really be striving for anyway. And you also get, I don't know if you watch any coaches, if you have any favorite coaches that you follow that are elite, but corporate sends you white roses at Lily's, you get an elite jacket, you get at Summit, there's always something for elite. 2 years ago, it was like their own big portrait with their name on it. Last year was my absolute favorite. They got Mardi Gras, individual Mardi Gras masks painted in a frame with like their name on a road sign. 3 years ago, they got a guitar with their name on it. So I mean, they really go out, and you're really recognized, and you're really made to feel how special this advancement in your business is. So that's always cool. And there's just a lot of little things. If you go to leadership when you're elite, you get something extra in your room. At the Success Club trip, you get extra little gifts from corporate when you're elite. Like, there's just a lot of things that come with being an elite, a premier and elite coach. And then, of course, there's the top 10. And I know sometimes it's really overwhelming to think like, oh, I'm going to be the top 10 in this business. But I want to tell you, I don't know what the numbers are now that we've added the UK, but before we added the UK, we had over 280,000 coaches or something like that. But like less than 10% actually work the business. So when you drill it down to that, it's not as overwhelming to think about who you're competing with in this business. But everybody on January 1st starts at 0. So you could be a coach right now, just a coach, just a regular coach, and you could still make the top 10. It really is just going to depend on how much work you're putting into your business, how much you're growing your business, how dedicated you are to hitting Success Club, how dedicated you are to helping your customers. But you can get to top 10. And top 10 is a all expenses paid for trip, like your airline ticket, and it's to another country. Like you're not just gonna like go to the Grand Canyon together and spend the week there. Like they're going to Paris this year, which would be a really amazing trip. And next year they're going to Greece again. So, I mean, you can't pass it up. Like, you're getting these amazing dinners, you're getting to do fun activities for 10 days, you get to bring along a guest, like they fly you first class, they send you these like luggage tags with your name on it to go. I mean, it's like everything, like you're treated like royalty to go. And I really like dream for it and go for it and know that you can do it. And of course, if you are the top coach, so all top 10 are also recognized at Summit. And the top coach gets like a special little like presentation for themselves. So, you know, every year since I've been at Summit, I've gotten to watch Melanie Mitchell be recognized, which is fine. And it's great and it's fantastic. But that could be you. That could be you that they are flying to talk to your family about and making a video about and presenting on stage and, you know, just doing you right. Just recognizing you in front of everybody. Like, that could be you. And if you want it to be you, it should be you. So go for it. So that is kind of the cool thing that it's going. But I'm going to tell you now that I have something super special that I'm going to offer you. I have been talking about this for several years and wanting to do this several years. I really have been a coach for almost 4 years. Well, almost 4 years. In March, it will be 4 years. And honestly, for the last 2 years, I've wanted to do this and I just haven't. But I am making the commitment in the beginning of 2019 that I am going to be hosting a team retreat. But I'm only offering it to people under certain conditions. So you have to rank advance past what your current lifetime rank is to go to this team retreat. And or if you don't do that, you have to hit Success Club all 12 months in 2018. If you do both of those things, I'll also let you bring one of your coaches underneath you. But this is not just open to my personally sponsored coaches. This is open to our entire downline. So if you rank advance past what your current lifetime rank is, so like my lifetime rank is 1-star diamond. And so for me to get to go on this team retreat, because I'm holding myself to it, so you guys better hope that I hit 2-star diamond or else we're not having a team retreat. And 2-star diamond means that one other person besides Rhiannon has to get to diamond. So I have to get to 2-star diamond to host this team retreat. I'm not sure where it's going to be at yet, but it's going to be somewhere fun and we're going to do fun things and it's going to be a great time. And all that you have to worry about paying for is getting yourself there to wherever it may be, because then I will take care of the rest. Because just like you guys are recognized by Beachbody when you do great things like become premier, become elite, become top 10, and you're rewarded with things, I want to reward my team, because I know I have been to team retreats with Meg. I've been to 2 of them. And it's an amazing thing to get to network and be together and brainstorm and just get to know each other even more outside of what Beachbody has to offer. And so that's what I'm doing in 2018. It'll probably be right away in 2018, like January or February. I'll kind of work all those things out as we get closer to it. But that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm excited about for 2019 is to have a team retreat. So start making the plans, like rank advance beyond what your current lifetime rank is, and or hit 12 months of Success Club, which also makes you an all-star. So why not do it? Because then you get some extra things on top of that. And if you do both of those things, then you'll get to bring somebody on your team that you know just needs a team retreat. So let's make it fun and let's do it. So those are the opportunities that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So now brainstorming how you're really going to use this year to leverage your business. So there are quite a few things that you can do. And I'm really going to encourage you to start planning like 3 months at a time out from your business. So right now you should really be planning what February, March, and April are going to look like. The reason why is because you have the opportunity to kind of change up the challenge group that you're offering every single month. So for me in February, I am doing a like Love Your Body is going to be my February challenge group, but it also kind of is going to tie into a Body After Baby group, because that's just works well for me. People respond to that as a Body After Baby, but you want to look at what you want to offer. And so when you need to offer it, because if you're offering a specific challenge group around a certain theme or a certain time of year, you want to know when you need to hold it. You want to know when you need to start inviting people to it and what your invites need to look like. So that's why I say always plan out the next 3 months. And that way too, you're not planning out so far ahead that you have to completely scrap everything and change it. But you also know, like, I know that April is potentially going to be a crazy month for me. Like I have 2 trips that I could be gone for. So I may either need to team up with someone in April to run a group, or I'm going to be running some different short groups. But I know what my next 3 months look like, right? So I can start planning on that. This also kind of forces you to get things ready. So I do recommend that you do events. I do recommend that you are breadcrumbing the things that you're going to be talking about. So all this week, I am talking about nutrition and fitness and challenge groups and things that happen in those, because then I already put a hook up last night, and I'll be putting another hook up this weekend about my February group. So that's what you want to be doing, and I'm going to be creating an event for it either tonight or tomorrow. So think about that. Think about what you want your monthly group to be. You can also be offering a monthly free group. The only thing about a free group that I want you to keep in mind is that you need to know what your plan is to transition these people into either a clean week group, which is something else I recommend that you run, or transition them into a challenge group. So do I think that it's a really great idea to offer a 5-day home organization free group? Sure, if you have a way to move that to a challenge group. If you have a way to connect that to a fitness and nutrition group, then offer whatever kind of free group you want. But don't just offer a free group and then that's dead and you have nothing else to offer those people. So think about that, because you want to be attracting your niche and you want to be attracting what you're doing. I will tell you too, Sheridan is going to be talking to us, because Sheridan I think in 3 weeks, Sheridan is doing some really interesting things right now with her running, and she's offering some free groups that I know she is transitioning to have people get Shakeology or have people get Beachbody on demand, because I see her getting Success Club points and I see her earning volume. So I know she's converting some people from those groups to customers. So I'm trying to, as I see people doing cool stuff, I'm asking them to talk to us, because I want you guys to have these different ideas. I'm not always the most creative person. So sometimes when the person you're watching isn't the most creative and doesn't always offer creative, fantastic things, you kind of get stuck in that too. Nikki's doing some really creative things too. She's doing an online cooking class, and she's kind of going out of the box with some things that fit within her niche and fit within her skill set. So if you love to cook, think about things like that. What can you offer ways to teach people how to tweak recipes or how to read labels? Or for some of you guys that are really into caring for yourself, caring for others, think about ways to leverage that. What do you see that people need to change or do within their life? And think about how you can word the group so that people want to join you that are in your niche. So when I just use clean week, 7-day clean week, clean eating, it bombs. And I know that. And so I need to keep tweaking and changing it. A 7-day healthy lifestyle workshop might be something that works for people. Maybe it's a 7-day kick the resolution week that you're doing. Maybe it's just a 7-day home workout program that you're offering. Whatever you see that people are asking you for, try to build it around that. You can also do an ongoing community. So I don't know if any of you guys know who Brittany Wright is, but she is one of Meg's coaches, and she kind of blew up a free community 2 years ago. She just started doing oh gosh, I can't even remember the name of her community. I just had it, but it's Baby Bump and Beyond. So she did this free community group, a group that you would see on Facebook, dog moms group type thing. But she did Baby Bump and Beyond, and I'm gonna say she has over 100,000 people in that group. And she just draws out of that group every single month for Success Club to join her challenge group. So she offers content in there every single day for free. And it's about what she's doing, and she doesn't discriminate. Anybody can be in that group. But then she also will advertise for her challenge group. And when she does that, then of course it's, you can't have a coach, blah, 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 blah. But, and you have to be using Beachbody. So that's kind of how she goes from there. But think about that. Think about out what kind of free community, ongoing community you could offer, and you can create a group around that. And it doesn't have to just be like Beachbody. It can be something that you're really passionate about. And then from there, it's an opportunity for you to advertise your groups and things like that. So that's what I have for tonight. Any questions or anything that anybody really wants to talk about? We have about 4 minutes. I'm not giving you a cup of water. You're not drinking. Okay, now he just threw the cup at me. Okay. Oh, I want to hold you too, because everyone wants to see the naughty boy that's doing that. Yeah. Okay, well, if nobody has anything, you guys, then I will let you go. Thank you for hopping on. Again, if you have any questions, let me stop the recording.